Okay, everybody, I just got through watering, and at least the front, I got to water the back. I wanted to show y'all, number one, how my indigo is coming. I'm gonna turn this sweet potato leaf. I don't want it to shade out anything, and I'm almost positive that this is oregano. All this little bitty. Try to get this pine straw out here without disturbing or tearing up anything. And there goes some more indigo done come up. But I'm gonna try to gently, because I got a couple of places where it looked like, you know, most seeds be germinating thing. What's going on? But yeah, the indigo is looking, you know, I don't know what it's gonna do before the end of the year, but that is what it is. The crackhead is still looking good. You can see the green growth from over here, which is good. So I feel a little bit better about going into the fall and winter with that plant, because I thought homeboy was on the way out the door. I fed the last 2 days. I fed everything. See how this is growing out here? Let me get control of you. You go that way. You don't want to let your stuff get so to where you can't. It's not malleable enough. You wait till your stuff get too thick, and when you try to bend it, it break on you. But I fed the last 2 days, and the minute I fed, the okra start putting on flower pods. It's been a little time since I fed. So we had some breaches. I came out here this morning. Y'all see them big old holes? I think I showed some of them holes before, but the holes done got bigger. Let me see about you. Get you going that direction. And then get you back covered up. So, I'm going to come out here this evening with another piece of tool, because I saw some squash bugs. And I think what they did, they walked on top and found those holes and got down in there. I peeled that tool back and got those squash bugs out of there, all the ones that I saw. I did not see any eggs. All I saw was really mature squash bugs. I ain't saying it ain't no eggs in there, but I looked. I didn't see any. But now that I know that they were, now some of them were still on the outside of the tube. That's how I kind of figured out. Matter of fact, there go one right there. Can y'all see him? There go one right there. I want to smash him, but I don't want to smash him with my doggone hand. All that stuff come out them things. There's so much stuff come out of them. There go nothing right there. So let me show y'all what I did. Okay, I'm gonna take my brick off. Oh, I see 2, 3, I see several of them. Let me wait a minute. We're gonna have to be smart about this. Now, earlier today, I just took them and squash bugs pretty stupid, y'all. They're not very smart. Earlier, I just took them and I peeled this back and I threw them out into the street. Them suckers gonna get run over for the end of the day, or they gonna cook. But I doubt they have enough time to make it back over here. But if they do, but it was several cars coming. I'm pretty sure they got smashed. But what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna take some water, but I'm gonna have to put y'all down because I got to make sure I get these. I ain't gonna be able to hold y'all, but you just want to take the water, put it up on them, and knock them down in the water. The same way I do with the harlequin bug. Now, the only thing about squash bugs is, y'all see I got them 3 in there? Only thing about them is, they're pretty doggone smart. So if you start moving those leaves too much, what they do is they go to the underside. And I know I had seen another one. Or what they do is they drop down to the ground. Okay? But I got those 3. I saw one more. I'm going to be vigilant today and really be paying attention to get those holes. Y'all got to put my bricks back. I'm going to be diligent today about trying to pay attention, see. Like I said, do I see any squash bug? Cause see. So y'all, your tool is not super strong now. So it will tear. I've had pine cones fall and tear it. And it don't help that it's been out here the whole season in the sun. This stuff ain't meant to sit in the sun like this. This is not garden knitting, but it's cheap enough insurance. And I'm seeing a big old breach right here I got to fix. Look at this. Let me fix this big old breach, because that's probably some of the weight it might be getting in. So I'll show y'all what I just did to get that under control. So I took that whole plant, lifted it, and moved it back. See where he ain't hanging over no more? And therefore they don't have that great big old hole to get in. Because like I said, if you got little holes, it ain't that likely to get in. But those gaping holes, Tonight I'm gonna get some tube and drape over that. I'm gonna put a third layer of tube over that. Over that whole middle. And that'll stop some of that. But y'all, if you dog, here come now I see harlequin bug. I hadn't seen harlequin bug 2 or 3 days. I've been looking. Day I get squash bugs, I see harlequin bug. It don't never fail. And like I said, a lot of time when you water, if you get the squash bugs wet, let me tell you what they're gonna do. If you get squash bugs wet, or if you be watering, wait till you stop watering. They'll all come sit on top of your plant, or hang or cling to that tube. They'll come sit right up there. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes pay attention to the behavior of these bugs. Hold on, y'all. I see 2 harlequin bugs. Y'all know I see 3 harlequin bugs. Y'all know I got to get these something going. I got to get these something going if I don't do nothing else. Get down in that water. Get down in there. These harlequin bugs do the same thing. I watered. I didn't really see no harlequin bug. Here go nothing. I'm going to try to get him one-handed. Now that sucker moving. I ain't got time to be fooled with that. When they go to moving on you, you got to get them. I'm sorry, y'all. This ain't the best quality, but I got to get these bugs. And y'all got to be diligent like that, too. Don't be in your garden, let them bugs eat you out of house and home. That's craziness. You know what I'm saying? Do the best. You can only do what you can do now. But what you can do when you see them, if you got a container of water, and you put soap in this. This here ain't got no soap in it. But you put some soap in it and kill them. But I got news for you. These suckers can't swim. They swim around till they death. Trust me, I know. But you just want to, and they can't climb out. And look at them squash bugs. Some of them squash bugs look like they already dead. That young one ain't, but that old one is. I'm gonna say I ain't got time for this. Let me go on and perish. But yeah, y'all. I wanted to show y'all this here. I got some Lord have mercy, I got to get myself together. I got some progress. Remember I kept hollering about that bamboo? Getting the bamboo up. Look at this over here. See, when you see some wild stuff, when you grow cowpeas, get ready. They climb on everything except for what they supposed to climb on. Baby's kids. Baby kids. Look at this. Let me get you up here. Let me tuck you behind this so you'll stay. Baby kids, you gonna wrap around my pepper and take my pepper down to the ground. Tomato. Fighting for her life. Tomato. Fighting for his life. I think they actually gonna do something. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm gonna try to get that stuff routed in a better fashion. But I wanted to come over here and show y'all this here. Okay, that's the sweet toy pepper. I thought I had seen some peppers on my roast compote. Some buds. I thought I did. Maybe it was just flower or lead, more lead. But anyway, y'all, look here. Look here. My tomatoes ain't to be contained. My tomatoes can't handle no regular cage. That ain't gonna make it. My tomatoes get too unruly and too wild. Trying to get up in here and show y'all the tomato. Can y'all see them? There y'all can see them. These is them Zapotex, y'all. It's another one up in here somewhere. I don't know where. But as I see these, I get them off and throw them down. Y'all want to know why I do that? Why wouldn't you take the leaves that was feeding, these dead leaves like this, feed them back to your tomato? I'll let they tell me, they gonna get disease. This can spread disease. This don't be disease. How can something that's not disease spread disease? And I'm gonna need y'all to stop thinking that everything on your tomato is disease. You know that's a psychosis, right? When people automatically think negative stuff automatically, just cause it ain't green or just cause it ain't anything in life. When you automatically think something negative, that's a psychosis. I'm gonna break y'all out of this stuff. Y'all can get tired of me because I'm gonna either make you change, I'm gonna make you slit your wrists. I'm gonna make you do one or the two. You gonna figure it out. But yeah, that's a psychosis. When you think everything you see is something negative. And that's a sign too. And I ain't trying to be funny. There's a lot of people out here with kids like that. Soon as y'all, something negative, here y'all come. You're losing your cotton picking mind. But yeah, y'all, these are steadily blooming. I don't know if any of these fruit is going to set. We've been in attempts where it's, if it's low 90s, your tomatoes will set fruit. If it's high 90s or 100s, they won't set. You can, if it's blooms on them and it's that done cooked, them blooms is cooked. They ain't going to set. But let me tell y'all this here. Your tomatoes, if you are out here pulling your tomatoes at this time of year saying that, oh, they're not going to produce anymore, they're dying, they're this, whoo, that's a big old lizard. Hey, buddy, that sucker was moving. But if you are doing and or saying that, I'm going to say this again to you, look at my tomatoes. And people going to ask, now I ain't going to lie, I was late getting them in, but still, same concept applies. Feed them, water them. Down here at the base, yeah, you're going to lose all your limbs. The old leaves going to die off and it's going to grow new stuff at the top. If you notice, not long after, because what a tomato do, start putting leaves on, then start putting blooms on at the bottom, and then it continues that trend on up towards the top. It won't put on new limbs and new branches and things down at the bottom once it's already done it. Those leaves and stuff like that, and it's going to make more tomatoes more toward the top of the plant. So you want to look at the top of the plant for health. If the top of your plant more or less look healthy, continue to water and feed. Do not pull. I promise you, if you in the South. Now, I ain't talking about if you in, but let me say this. If you're in a colder climate, I'm putting the challenge out there because I don't see enough people in zones 7 and 6 trying enough stuff for me. I'm putting the challenge out there. See what your tomatoes will do all the way to it frost. I know it's going to freeze fast for y'all. I know it. But just see what they do so that you can tell other gardeners, so that you can show other gardeners. Because somebody got to be adventurous. Somebody got to get out here and try and just see what's going to happen. Because I believe y'all can get some late tomatoes too without having to start new plants. I think if you can get your plants through the summer and they're healthy, just as soon as the temperatures drop and tomatoes can set, I think you're going to get tomatoes, especially if we talk about cherry tomatoes. Slicers, you need a little bit more time because it takes time for those slicers to get big and get pretty. But I believe that if you got cherry tomatoes, I think, look at my buddy down there on the top. Y'all see him? Let me try to zoom in. Y'all see him there? That sucker kind of big too. He about 4 or 5 inches. Anyway, I think you got enough time to get you some fall tomatoes and get you a good crop of tomatoes so you go into the winter, whether you be canning or whatever you be doing with your stuff, okay? So y'all try that, especially if you're in those colder zones. Try that for me and do this. If you try it, you don't have to video it, but let me know how it turned out because I want to know. And then when I say something about it to somebody and they doubting me, or if you see people doing it and they pulling their tomatoes, start telling them, no, I did it, try it. I did it and it worked. Try it. We have to encourage each other. We can't continue to keep with this same old stupid information that nobody's tried, nobody's tested, nobody. See, understand, I'm a scientist. You can't say something in science and you haven't tested it. That's what experiments are made for. That's you speculating when you just say stuff and you ain't tested it, okay? So y'all do that for me. I see some harlequin bugs on this here. I see, can y'all see them dark spots right there? Harlequin bugs. I'm finna get their ass. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all this one more time. Y'all, where them aphids at? Where them aphids at? Now there go a baby ladybug there. But where them aphids at? Huh? Huh? For the people who were telling me, spray it with poison, spray it with this, spray it with that, where them aphids at? Where they at, y'all? These stems was covered. These the same stem. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This right here, see how this leaf look? That is damage from aphids. From them biting and sucking and carrying on. But you see it didn't stop the whole plant. Take off these few little leaves, throw them down there. We know that wasn't from disease. That was from aphids eating on. Look at that. Go another ladybug. There's another one way up there. Y'all, look here. There's one right there. Where the aphids at? Where the aphids at? They clean them stems. Clean. Those over there had aphids too. I didn't show them to you. Covered. I went over there to ladybug nymphs. See, I'm telling you, leave this stuff alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Say that. I ain't gonna say that no more. I ain't gonna beat that house no more. I ain't gonna beat that house no more. I just want to let y'all know. We in these gardening streets. We in these streets. When you can have some friends to help you, invite your friends over. Let your friends fight your battle. Hell, I can't fight every battle. I ain't got enough strength. Now, I'm going to go back here in the back. I hadn't been back here this morning, but I got the water. I watered in the front fur because it gets sunny up there fur. Back here stay kind of shady. Because this is why I call this my shade garden. But I do want to show y'all some things. So I moved some things. I had, like I said, the last 2 days I've been feeding. I fertilized with fish emulsion and more bloom. I mixed them two together. That'll make your NPK be 5-11-11. Roughly, because I don't mix my stuff. I don't mix it exactly. I don't sit up there and measure and say, oh, I got this much of this. My child just pour. So my stuff may be more than 5-11-11, but more or less. I want to show y'all this here. If y'all ever see this growing in your garden, this is called lamb's quarter. I know that I planted that before in this soil, and I know that it dropped seeds before. I also want to get this weed here. It's not horrible of a weed to get, but you do want to get it before it gets too established. It throws a lot of runners and stuff all over. That strawberry must have been dead. Okay. I think I got just about all of that weed out of there. Okay. But I know I planted and dropped seeds in there. So that volunteered. Lamb's quarter is considered a weed in America. But it is very much so edible. You can eat it like spinach. Let me taste it to familiarize. Okay. Let me tell you this. They say you can put that in salads. For my taste, that's too tough for a salad. Could I see you quickly sauteing that? Yeah, I could definitely see that. So, and the plants do get big. They don't stay little like that. So don't think that, oh, it's going to take 1 million plants. No, they get big. Them just came up last week. And I thought they were lamb's quarter, and I left them to make sure. And sure enough, when they got big enough, I could tell they were lamb's quarter. Y'all see the basil gone out of here? And the garlic chives, this is blackberry. That's some amaranth. That's a weed. Let me show y'all where I put that. So that basil, I had no intention for it to stay in there because that pool is so raggedy. When it cools off some, I'm not going to do it now because it ain't priority. When it cools off, I'm going to get all this. I'm going to reclaim all that soil out there and throw the pool away. Because that pool, when I tell you, when you touch it, it crumble. The basil, I put in here. I put some garlic chives in here, and I put some right here. I have come to find out my garlic chives like a little sun so that they can flower and make seed, and I do want them to make seed so that if I want to share with somebody, if I want to propagate and just drop seed, because those seeds will come up if you got them. Because that's how I grew those. I grew those from seeds. Somebody brought me a bunch of seeds they had from theirs. And I just have kept the plants. Now, if you don't let them get sun, they will continue to grow fine, because I had mine in the shade for a long time. They will never flower. They will never flower and make seeds. So your plant will continue to come back, but it won't make no seeds, okay? Just want to let y'all know that. That's garlic chives now. Garlic chives. The tara is looking good, and just like anything else, as time goes on, tara loses leaves just like anything else. Y'all shed skin cells. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I ain't killed it, y'all, but this is just work I got to do. Good goobly goo. Let me dig down in here. But y'all see it's making tara. It's making tara. Let me dig down. I haven't killed it, y'all. Don't be stupid like me. Look here. Get you some and cut your tara. Don't snatch it like I just did. That was so stupid. I'm gonna come back and cut that. Good goobly goo. That was stupid as hell. Y'all see? So that's what I'm talking about. Y'all be talking about, oh, you so smart, child. Sometime I feel like a motherless child. Anyway, checking the figs to see if any ready. They're not quite ready. I got some emeralds. Y'all see the organza bag? Y'all see it's going down with the organza bags. Look here. Let me tell you something. These are the northern adapted pigeon peas. That's what these are. Northern adapted pigeon peas. Shauna, darling, I'm gonna try to get you some of these. I know you got regular pigeon peas, but I think our season is just a hair too short. These northern adapted, where they already got peas, can y'all see that? There's peas on there, y'all. And they're gonna continue blooming. So the northern adapted, they bred them for a little bit more northern climate, and we are north of the Caribbean if you're in America. So therefore, I think in zones 9, I think 9 and 10, I think you can get away with those regular pigeon peas. But if you in 8, I'd be doggone if every time you either gonna have to drag those in or what. Just, it's always something. I was able to get mine to bloom, y'all saw last year, but it was like December going on January, and then we got that cold snap and it killed them. So that's something to be thinking about, the northern adapted. I'm so glad I bought those. Now let me say this. I bought them from True Love Seeds. They're in the African diaspora collection. You'll find them in there, but if you type in pigeon pea, it's probably gonna come up. I will say this, the germination rate wasn't that great. The germination rate was about 20%. But they send me a fair amount of seeds, so I'll take that, because it looks like I'm going at the very least get seeds. When you have low germination on something, just try your best to get seeds. Don't always be trying to get enough to harvest. Get enough to get seeds, grow it out again, because now your seeds will be adapted to where you are. That plant should do better, and you should have a way better yield. You see how we think when we go through things? We must be thinking logically, thus scientifically. Y'all don't mind me, I'm just looking at the elderberry. I almost feel like the birds is picking me clean. Picking me clean. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let let all of them get black before I get them. Because when they green, look at all them, what'll make them fail. When they green, you want them, because elderberry is slightly poisonous. You don't want them suckers green. You want them, that's something to kill that cucumber. Just done kill it. Whatever, I ain't got time to be worried about food. Yes, want to go to glory, go to glory. Hell, I don't even care no more. But when they're green, you don't want to get them when they're green. You want to get them when they're black. And then you want to cook them, because the elderberry is not, it's slightly toxic. Both raw, and if you eat the green berries, you want the stuff to be ripe, and then you want to cook them. This cucumber that I was telling y'all was behind all the other ones. It's finally making cucumbers. I'm gonna hand pollinate that one myself. But I'm gonna come over here and show y'all. So I got a few cucumber. And let me say this. I know you want to wait till your cucumbers get a certain size, and that's well and fine. I'm gonna pull this one out. Look here. Look how good and fat. That baby, that'd be a nice pickle, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be a nice pickle. And to be honest, I hadn't even been making pickles. I just been eating them. I hadn't grown cucumbers in so many years. It's been how many years? Last time I grew cucumbers, I won't say I was successful, because I ain't hard to get no cucumber. I think I grew cucumber 3 years ago. Look at it. Dead. Something done killed it. You think I'm worried about that? I ain't been studying that man moon. Something killed this one. Well, these leaves living. I ain't got time to be worried about that. I ain't got time to be worried about that. What I'm going to do is, the next couple of 2-3 cucumbers that come on, I'm going to make sure I let them suckers get big and yellow, where I can get seeds out of them. And I'll be all right. I think I still got some seed packs back there. These was Dollar Tree seeds. And I'm going to be honest and tell you, I'm not saying Dollar Tree seeds not good. They straight. Dollar Tree seeds are straight. But just make sure, grow them out, get you some more seeds. Because I guarantee whatever seeds you get, when you grow those out, the plants are going to be better resulting plants, okay? I want y'all to take that, put that in your pocket and keep it. Because so many people don't quite understand what I be saying when I be saying that. And why it's important, especially if you're a new gardener. Do not be a new gardener and be so impressed and enthused. So-and-so say pull this, so-and-so. Understand that these people on YouTube ain't telling you all about what they doing. And some of them is saving seeds and they telling you to pull stuff and they not pulling stuff. Or understand that when they filming themselves, it's not real time. Meaning some people, they done gathered up a whole bunch of videos, edited them together, and made them look like it's all one, and it ain't. See what I'm saying? The mullein is looking good down in there. I just got to take care of that mullein. I got to get that tomato, that last tomato out of there. I got to get that out of there. Maybe I get that out of there today. This evening, when I do that too, may do all that at once. Cherries looking good. Raspberry looking good. Palm tree looking fine. Them tomatoes, they still alive over there. I ain't going way over there though. I got the this video long enough and I got the water back here. I hadn't watered back here yet. Okay. But I got the water back here. But I think I done told y'all all of what I need to tell you. I think. Because I don't think it's too much more what I need to tell you. Or show you or whatever. Look at this pepper plant here. I can't remember if this is one of those La Rouge peppers. And I'm going to show you what I'm finna do to this pepper right quick. So, right down here in the top, sometimes these ones that's like bell peppers, I'm going to pinch the top out of that. What I want for that to do is to branch and go ahead and start making peppers. I ain't got time for you to keep getting bigger. You need to bring your behind. You taking all day and all night. But yeah, y'all, I don't think I have too much else to show you. Everything's been looking good, and y'all saw me get a little harvest out here, and these gnats wear my back here too. That's another thing. Gnats light down on you. I can't stand that. Cause just feel like something crowding on you 24/7. You don't never get no rest. But anyway, I'm gonna water right quick so I can get out from out here. And till next time, see you guys later.